What's up, everyone? I hope you're doing well today. So today I'm going to be going over all of the new comics this week for February 3rd, 2021. I'm going to be going over all of the new issues, the variant covers, and any sort of important info that you guys need to know to help you decide which issues you're going to be picking up. But that's not all. If you stick around to the end of this video, find out how you can win this copy of The Amazing Spider-Man number 430, 9.4 CGC. Stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone. AR Comics here, and today I'm going to be going over all the new issues this week for New Comic Book Day, February 3rd, 2021. But before I get started on these new issues, if you are new to the channel, I drop weekly comic book content, and if you want to join a community that's dedicated to comic books and raising awareness for mental health, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button down low and the little bell to get notified. Every time I drop new content, you won't regret it. And now, without further ado, let's get started on this week's books. So I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely loved last week's New Comic Book Day. I loved pretty much every single issue I picked up. The only one I didn't really like is We Only Find Them When They're Dead. Number 5, I'm going to be dropping that series from my weekly pull list, but everything else was honestly incredibly good books. I hope you guys enjoyed yours too, but let's get started on this week. So first up today, I'm going to be talking about AWA Upshot. They've got 2 issues coming out. The first one is Man's World number 2. This one only has a cover A. And the second one that they're coming out with is a brand new series. It's called Redemption. It's got a cover A and a cover B, and I'm most likely picking this one up. I think I have it on my pull list, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. Let me know down low if you're going to be picking up Redemption as well. But those are the only 2 issues coming out from AWA. So moving on to Aftershock, we have another brand new series. It's called Maniac of New York, number 1, and this one only has a cover A. It does look really cool, but I don't think I have it on my pull list, so I might end up missing out on that one. But moving on from Aftershock, we have Archie Comic Publications. They've got 1 issue coming out this week. Archie 80th Anniversary Jumbo Comics, and this one only has a cover A. But moving on from there, we have A Wave Blue World Incorporated. They only have 1 issue coming out. It's a brand new series as well. It's called Authorized, and it only has a cover A. And that's the only issue coming out from A Wave Blue World Incorporated. So moving on to Amarillo Entertainment, they also only have 1 issue coming out this week. It's Cave Woman Metal Age number 1. This is a brand new series. It's only a 2-issue series though, so if you're interested in the small little mini runs, this might be up your alley. It's got 5 different covers though, so it's got a cover A, B, C, D, and E. But moving on from Amarillo Entertainment, we've got 1 issue coming out from Ablaze this week. It's Chimerian Frost Giant's Daughter number 3, and this one has a cover A, B, C, and D. And that's the only issue coming out from Ablaze. So moving on to Action Lab Entertainment, they've got a few issues coming out. The first one is Miranda and Maelstrom number 3. This one only has a cover A. And then after that, we have Sasquatch in Love number 3 of 4. And this one also only has a cover A. And the final issue coming out from Action Labs Entertainment this week is Zombie Tramp number 77. This one has a cover A, B, and C. But the thing with these covers is they also have variants to all 3 of those, and they're pretty much just the uncensored version of the ones I just cycled through. But those are the only issues coming out from Action Lab Entertainment. So let's move on to Black Box Comics. They've got 2 issues coming out. The first one is Devil's Dominion number 1. This is a brand new series, and this one only has a cover A. And the final issue coming out is She No Kate number 1 of 3, also a brand new series, and this one too only has a cover A. But moving on from Black Box Comics, we have Devil's Due. They have 1 issue coming out. It's also a brand new series. It's called Encoded number 1. This one also only has a cover A. But now we're going to be moving on to Vault Comics. The first one they have coming out is Engine Ward number 7. This one has a cover A and a cover B. And then moving on from there, we have Resident number 7. This one also only has a cover A. And the final issue coming out from Vault Comics this week is Vagrant Queen Planet Called Doom number 6. And this one only has a cover A. And those are all the issues coming out from Vault Comics. So moving on to Xenoscope Entertainment, they're having a pretty light week, and the only book that they're coming out with is Grim Fairy Tales number 44. But this one has a cover A, B, C, and D. And that's the only issue they're coming out with. So talking about Behemoth Comics next, they've got 1 issue, and it's Hotline Miami Wildlife number 5 of 8. So this series is kind of wrapping up. There's only a few issues left. I've heard a lot of good things about this one. I was never able to find the first issue, but this one only has a cover A this week. And then moving on from there, we have Kenzer and Company. They've got 1 issue coming out. The only issue they've got is Knights of the Dinner Table number 279, and this one only has a cover A. And then after that, for Scout Comics, they've got 2 issues this week. The first one is Midnight Sky, number 7. This one has a cover A and a cover B. And the only other issue that they're coming out with this week is Shepherd, number 1. It's a brand new series from them, and this one only has a cover A. And then moving on from Scout Comics, we've got Fantagraphics Books. They're coming out with 1 issue. It's called Psychodrama Illustrated, number 4, and this one only has a cover A. And then moving on to Oni Press, they've got Rick and Morty Worlds Apart, number 1. So I know I've talked about Rick and Morty in some of the last videos, and I don't really know if I want to call this a new series or a new arc, but it's basically just a new story of Rick and Morty, and it's got a cover A and a cover B. And then moving on from there, we have Mad Cave Studios. They've got 1 issue coming out, and it's also a brand new one. It's called They Fell from the Sky, number 1. This one only has a cover A. And I did read a little bit of Stargazer, pretty much only the first issue, but I've heard that is incredible. I've heard a lot of good things about Stargazer, so I don't know, maybe give Mad Cave Studios a little bit more love with this new series. And then the final one I'm going to be talking about before I move on to Image Comics is Ahoy. They have 1 issue coming out, and it's Wrong Earth Night and Day, number 2. And this one only has a cover A. So out of all those issues I just got done talking about, I'm pretty sure the only one I'm going to be picking up this week is Redemption, number 1. Probably just cover A, because I think I do have it on my pull list. I don't think I'm going to be able to get Aftershock's new series, Maniac of New York. I don't think I added that one. So let's move on to Image Comics now. So first up today from Image Comics, we have a brand new series coming out. It's called Deep Beyond, number 1 of 12. So it is going to be a limited run, and it's got a cover A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. I'm really looking forward to this series. Going through the description a little bit, it says it's going to be a sci-fi thriller, and that's pretty much right up my alley, so I'm definitely going to be picking this one up. Most likely just cover A, but I do really like cover B as well. But then moving on from there, we have Firepower, number 8. This one only has a cover A, and you guys already know I love this series. I love everything about Firepower. The one thing to stay on the look for this issue is it might have a possible first appearance. It does say who or what is going to be the Serpent's Omen, so we don't know if that's a person or an object or something. So if you are reading this, definitely don't miss out on this issue. But then moving on after that, we've got Inkblot, number 6 coming out. This one only has a cover A, and I did read the first issue. I really didn't like it at all, but a lot of people have commented and said that the series itself has gotten a lot better. So take that for what it is. I personally don't like it. I didn't like the story. I didn't like the art, but a lot of other people said that they did enjoy it. But then moving on from there, we have Tataris, number 9. This one has a cover A and a cover B. I'm not going to be picking this one up. Same thing. I think I read the first 2 issues of it, and I just really didn't like it at all, so I ended up not picking up the rest of them. And then the final issue we're going to be talking about today from Image Comics is Walking Dead Deluxe, number 8. This one has a cover A, B, and C. And you guys already know I'm not picking up any of these colored versions of The Walking Dead. It's just not my thing. I picked up the first issue, but that's good enough for me. But then going through Image, if you guys are interested in this, they do have a lot of those Image First issues coming out, and there's actually a lot of the good issues this week. Just a few of them that I'm going to talk about right now is we've got Ascender, Bitterroot number 1, Die, Philadelphia, and a couple other really cool ones are coming out. So if you missed out on the very first print or even the second, third prints that came out for some of these series, this is a good time to get not the real copy of it, but you know, it's I think $1, maybe $2 for these. So if you still do want to read it, now's the time to get a cheap version of it. But out of all those issues I just talked about, I'm definitely going to be picking up Deep Beyond number 1. Most likely just cover A, but like I was saying, that cover B is pretty nice too. And the only other issue I'm going to be getting this week from Image is going to be Firepower number 8. So let's talk about Boom Studios next. So in my opinion, Boom has been killing it these last few weeks. I've been loving all the issues they've been coming out with. They're having a lighter week coming up. So first up today from them, we have Buffy the Vampire Slayer, number 22. This one has a cover A and a cover B. And I'm not 100% sure, but I do think this is the first arc of the newer series. I know they just finished up with Willow very recently, and I think this kicks off a new arc. But I'm not 100% sure on that. Let me know down below in the comment section if you are reading Buffy. But then moving on from there, we have a brand new series coming out. It's called Luna. It's only a 5-issue mini run, so I'm probably not going to end up getting this one. It has a cover A and a cover B, but for those of you who are interested in it, it says this is for fans of Faithless and Die, and it's a new dark thriller. So while that is something I'd probably be interested in, with my budget right now, I'm most likely not going to pick it up only because it's only out of a 5-issue mini run. And the last issue that Boom is coming out with this week is going to be another brand new series, but sadly it is another 5-issue mini run. It's called Spectre and Spectres. It's got a cover A and a cover B, and it says that this is for fans of supernatural stories. So also sounds pretty cool. If you're interested in either of those stories, let me know if you're going to be picking them up, and maybe I'll pick them up too so I can talk about it with you guys. But I'm not going to be picking up anything from Boom Studios this week, so let's talk about Dark Horse and IDW next. So I'm going to be talking about Dark Horse and IDW together because they're both having very light weeks. So first up today from Dark Horse, we have Avatar: The Next Shadow, number 2 of 4. And the next issue I'm going to be talking about is a brand new series. It's called Fear Case number 1 of 4. This one has a cover A, B, and C. And if you guys are interested in this, it says it's a new horror detective series. So that does sound really cool. I'm probably not going to be picking it up because it is only a 4-issue mini run, but we'll see how it goes. And then moving on from there, the final issue from Dark Horse this week is Overwatch Tracer London Calling number 3. This one has a cover A and a cover B. I'm not going to be picking up any of those issues, but I am probably going to look at Fear Case number 1 if I can find it. I didn't pre-order it. My shop probably won't get extras of it, but I'll give it a look if they have it. But then moving on to IDW, we have Kanto 2 Hollow Men number 5 of 5. This one only has a cover A, and the series is wrapping up. I read the first 2 issues, and honestly, I really did like it. I didn't pick it up, though, because I wasn't able to find number 3. I didn't read the first volume either, but if they would come out with a hardcover or maybe just an oversized trade paperback of both of these volumes, I would definitely grab it. But then moving on from there, we have Chained to the Grave, number 1 of 5. This one only has a cover A, and this is a brand new series. And for those of you who are interested in it, it does kind of have more of a Western theme to it. So if that's up your alley, definitely give it a shot. But then after that, we have Marvel Action Chillers, number 4 of 4. So this series is wrapping up, and this one only has a cover A. And this next one I want to talk about for a little bit. It's called Marvel Action Origins, number 1 of 5. It's a brand new series. It's got a cover A and a cover B. So while I'm personally not reading a lot of this Marvel Action stuff, I've heard a lot of good things about it. Not obviously all of the different series, because there are a lot of them, but this one does sound very interesting. Obviously from the name, Marvel Action Origins, it's dealing with origin stories. And this issue in particular, it deals with Peter Parker, how he turns into Spider-Man, and Thanos as well. I think it's just Thanos' upbringing, but that does sound really cool. I didn't pre-order it, so I might not be able to get it. But if I can find it and they have it at the shop, I think I am going to get this issue. But then moving on from there, we have Sea of Sorrows, number 3 of 5. This one only has a cover A, and I read the first 2 issues. I didn't pre-order this one, so if I don't pick it up and review it for this Thursday's top 10 list, you'll know why, because they didn't have it at the shop and I didn't pre-order it. But I have gotten pretty lucky with the last 2 issues. I'm hoping this is the same way, but it has been very good. It's a very dark series. I'm really digging it. Check it out if you can grab Sea of Sorrows. But then after that, we have Snake Eyes, Dead Game, number 4 of 5. This one has a cover A and a cover B. And moving on from there, we have Star Wars Adventures, number 3. This one has a cover A and a cover B. And if I can find this, I'm going to grab it. I'm 100% on the Star Wars train now. In a lot of my videos, I talked about I'm not really that big into Star Wars. I haven't really checked a lot of it out. But I'm rewatching all of the movies with my girlfriend because she has not seen any of them. And honestly, it's been like a renewed love. I haven't watched any of these movies in so many years. And pretty much my only Star Wars action lately has been those newest movies. And can we be real with each other? Those movies were pretty bad. So I haven't got an opportunity to rewatch the old ones in a long time. I haven't seen The Mandalorian yet because I haven't seen the newest one. I think it's episode 9 because I heard it was so bad. And I just kind of gotten Disney Plus right now. So that's pretty much the main reason I'm rewatching everything. But man, I am back on the Star Wars train. I am digging it. And I'm fully invested on this one right now. So let me know what Star Wars series you're reading so I can hop on this one with you. But then moving on after that, we have Star Wars High Republic Adventures, number 1. This is a brand new series. This one only has a cover A. And I can't speak for this issue, but I know the Marvel's Star Wars High Republic is selling for a lot of money right now. But then after that, we have TMNT's Jenica 2, number 4 of 6. This one only has a cover A. And then the final issue coming out this week is Transformers Beast Wars, number 1. This one has a cover A and a cover B. And out of all those issues I just talked about, the only ones I'm probably going to be getting, which isn't even a guarantee because I didn't pre-order either of them, is going to be Marvel Action Origins number 1. Probably cover A, but I do really like cover B as well. And then the other one is going to be Sea of Sorrows number 3. But I'm still not 100% sure if I can grab those. So let's talk about Dynamite next. So now with Dynamite this week, they don't really have a lot of issues coming out, but these issues do have a lot of covers. So for the sake of saving time, I'm only going to be talking about cover A and cover B. But if you are interested in any of these issues, make sure you check out with your LCS to see which ones they're going to be getting in. But first up today from them, we have Dynamite, Bloody Valentine. This is a one-shot. This is cover A, and this is cover B. But this issue does have 5 different variants. So moving on from there, we have Sonya Versal, number 1. This is cover A, and this one's cover B, but this issue has 6 different variants. And then moving on after that, we've got Vampirella, Valentine Special, one shot. This one only has 3 different variants, so I'm going to go through them with you. So this is cover A, cover B, and the final one, cover C. I'm not going to be picking up any of those issues so far, but the final one I'm going to be talking about today is Vengeance of Vampirella, number 14. This is cover A, and this is cover B, but this issue does have 5 different variants. So as I was saying, I'm not going to be picking up any of these issues this week, so let's talk about DC Comics next. So in last week's preview video, I asked you guys, what do you think about DC's future state so far? And honestly, I got pretty much the same answer from everybody. Nobody's really digging it. Some people are getting the main titles and only the main titles, like Batman, maybe Wonder Woman, but you're not really straying far away from that. And even the ones that are getting Batman, they're still pretty upset about the price tag. Personally, I'm not getting Batman anymore. I don't want to pay all the extra money for some of these issues, but I am actually going to be getting some DC Future State this week. I didn't pick up any last week, and I was pretty happy about it. So first up today from DC, we have Future State's The Next Batman, number 3. This one has a cover A and a cover B. I did read the first one. I did kind of enjoy it. I didn't really like those extra stories that much. I did like the Batman one, and a lot of people said the second one was very good too, but it was pretty much the same exact thing. So if you skip 2 and maybe you're like, maybe I want to get back on number 3, I'm guessing it's going to be the same way as the first 2. So moving on from there, we have Future State Wonder Woman number 2. This one has a cover A and a cover B, and this is definitely one I'm going to be picking up. I love the first issue. I thought it was very good. And after that, we have Future State Swamp Thing number 2. This one has a cover A and a cover B, and same thing. This is pretty much the only other one I'm going to be picking up as far as the Future State goes. I love the Wonder Woman issue, and I also really enjoyed the Swamp Thing one too. But then after that, we've got Future State Harley Quinn number 2. This one also has a cover A and a cover B. While I didn't read the first one, I have actually heard a lot of good things about the Harley Quinn issue. The people who have told me they read it, they said it was very good. So take that for what it is. But then after that, we have Future State Superman of Metropolis number 2. This one has a cover A and a cover B. I don't really know anyone that did pick up the first issue. I think I talked to maybe 2 or 3 people. I know, it's not really many. And they said it wasn't very good. So if you were interested in it, that's all I know about it. But then after that, we have Hellblazer, Rise and Fall, number 3. And this one has a cover A and a cover B. And for those of you reading this, this is the final issue of the Hellblazer right now. If you're reading it, let me know down below what you think about it, because I guess only 3 issues. Maybe I'll pick it up if you're really enjoying it. But then after that, we have Future State, The Flash, number 2. This one has a cover A and a cover B. I actually haven't heard anybody talk about this Flash issue, so I don't know how the first one was. I skipped out on it. But then moving on from there, we have Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey, number 4. This one has a cover A and a cover B. And honestly, I totally forgot this series even existed. I haven't read anything with it, and I don't know anyone else that does either. But then after that, we have Man-Bat, number 1. This is a brand new series coming out. It actually sounded pretty cool. It's got a cover A and a cover B. I don't think I'm going to end up picking this one up, but if you are, let me know, and then maybe you could persuade me and I'll grab it as well. But then the final issue coming out from DC this week is The Dreaming Waking Hours, number 7, and this one only has a cover A. So out of all those issues I just talked about from DC, I'm not going to be picking up too many of them, but I'm definitely going to be getting the Future State Wonder Woman number 2, probably just cover A, and same thing, I'm going to be grabbing the Swamp Thing issue number 2. So let's move on to Marvel Comics now. Alright, so first up today from Marvel. I know I usually don't talk about these, but because it is selling for a lot of money, I am going to mention it. We've got Amazing Spider-Man number 55. This is the Patrick Gleason second printing. I think it's absolutely gorgeous, but I kind of think it's being oversaturated now. I really like the first print. This one's obviously nice too. But then they're doing a Venom cover, and I think I saw a Carnage one as well. And they're obviously all gorgeous, but I don't know, it kind of loses its exclusivity, if you know what I mean, but that's just my opinion. But moving on from there, we have Avengers number 42. This one has a cover A, B, C, and D, and I absolutely love that Hawkeye Alex Ross variant. That is gorgeous, but I'm not reading the series, so I'm not going to pick this up just for the cover. But then after that, we have a brand new series coming out called Avengers Mech Strike #1 of 5. This one has a cover A, B, C, and D. I'm definitely not going to be picking this one up. This one does not interest me even in the slightest, but if you are into the mech or even getting first appearances, this one does have a first appearance in it. It says it's something the Avengers, or the Mech Avengers, I guess, have never fought before, so make sure you check that out. But then moving on after that, we have Hellions #9. This one only has a cover A. And then from there, we have Immortal Hulk #43. This one has a cover A, B, and C. I still love the Immortal Hulk. I believe in Al Ewing to finish off this series strong, but if we're being real, these last few issues, maybe even 5 to 7 issues at this point, in my opinion, really haven't been that good. I'm hoping it picks back up, though. But then after that, we have King in Black, Black Knight #1. This one has a cover A, B, and C. And another thing that I kind of wish is that I would have started picking up more of these King in Black tie-ins. I wanted to treat this like the absolute carnage, and I picked up literally every single one of them. And I didn't really like a lot of them. I didn't think many of them were that good. I thought they were going to have more relevance to the main story, and they definitely didn't. So I thought, you know what, I'm not going to do this to myself and pick these all up too. And I've actually heard these were all pretty damn good. I haven't been reading almost any of them, but if you are, let me know what you think about it, and maybe I'll start picking up some of these other ones. But then moving on from Black Knight, we have King in Black, Gwenom vs. Carnage, #2 of 3. This one has a cover A and a cover B, and this is one of them that I heard was very good for that first issue. But then after that, we have King in Black, Marauders, #1. This one has a cover A and a cover B. And then moving on from there, we have King in Black, Return of the Valkyries, #2. This one has a cover A and a cover B. I won't be picking up this week any of those King in Black tie-ins, but seriously, let me know what you've been thinking about a lot of them, because a lot of people have been telling me they've been pretty good. But then moving on, we've got Legend of Shang-Chi #1. This is a brand new series. It has a cover A and a cover B. I read, I think, the first 2 issues of that last Shang-Chi run. I thought it was pretty decent, but it just wasn't good enough for me to finish out the series. Maybe I'll pick this one up. We'll see how the rest of my week goes. But then after that, we have Runaways #33. This one only has a cover A, and it doesn't say it in the description, but kind of the wording that they used, I think this is going to be a brand new arc. I don't know if it's going to be a good jumping on point. Personally, I'm not reading the Runaways, but a few people have also told me down low in the comment section in previous videos that the Runaways are very good. And after that, we have Star Wars #11. This one has a cover A, B, and C. Read the first couple issues for this Star Wars series as well, and then I ended up dropping it because my pull list was getting way too big and I kind of had to pick and choose what I wanted to read. Star Wars just didn't make the cut at the time. But after that, we've got Star Wars High Republic #2. This one only has a cover A. But then moving on from there, we have Strange Academy #8. This one has a cover A, B, and C. And I'm really happy we got another one a week later, because that issue 7 was incredible. I loved everything about that issue, and I'm hoping this one is just as good. But then after that, we have Venom #33. This one has a cover A and a cover B. Same thing. I'm really loving Venom right now. I'm going to be really sad when Donny Cates hops off this series. So I think after this issue, I think there's 2 more issues that he's doing, and Venom's going to be done. So make sure you're reading this right now, because it's been very good. But then moving on from there, we have Warhammer 40k, Mornius Calgar, #4 of 5. This one has a cover A and a cover B. And the final issue coming out this week from Marvel is X Factor #7, and this one only has a cover A. So out of all those issues I just got done talking about, I'm probably going to end up getting The Amazing Spider-Man #55, the second print. I mean, I have the other one sitting off to the side there, so I'm probably going to get this one just to match it. I'm definitely going to be picking up Immortal Hulk, so I'm really hoping that one picks up a little bit more. And then I'm definitely going to be grabbing Strange Academy #8 as well. Most likely just cover A. That's pretty much how it's been lately for me. And then the final issue I'm going to be getting is Venom #33. Same thing, just cover A. So what do you guys think? Honestly, I think it's going to be kind of an okay week for New Comic Book Day. The one issue that I'm really looking forward to, though, is Strange Academy #8. I'm loving that series right now, and the way the last issue left off, I can't wait for this next one. Same thing kind of with Venom #33, but I'm just loving Strange Academy just a little bit more. So let me know down low about which one you're really looking forward to most. So now you're probably wondering, how can you win this beautiful copy of The Amazing Spider-Man 430 CG Seed 9.4. Take a good look at that. As you guys do know, This channel does donations to NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and together we've raised almost $500. We're at, I think, $480 or $485 at the time of making this video. So we did the last giveaway. It was the Spawn 225, the Mitt Romney and Obama variants, and now we're going to be moving on to this copy of The Amazing Spider-Man 430 CG Seed. All you have to do is go down low in the description, click the link, it's going to lead you right to there. All you have to do is donate a minimum of $5, just $5 for your chance to win this. And then when we hit the goal of $750, so this next whole round of giveaway, when we hit $750, I'm going to do what I did for the last two, and I'm going to hold the giveaway on this channel. The winner will be announced on here, and we're going to go from there. But like I said, link down on the description. This is what you're going to be winning once we hit 750 for donations. But thank you for watching my video. If you did enjoy it, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. And if you don't want to miss out on any of my upcoming content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down low and the little bell to get notified. Every time I drop new content, you won't regret it. And I've got 2 more videos sitting off to the side here with more of my comic book content. Click on one of those and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.